I guess getting on the way with anything. Ugh. This is the Louie and Louie sports podcast where we talk about how Dallas is not having it. The Ravens can't
And
cover. And the Browns seem to almost be disappointing their fans even when they're good.
oh gosh, you got to feel bad for the Browns. We're their fans. They do so much, and even though they try so hard, they're still in a position where they can lose it all. They can lose it all.
Yeah, the Dog Pound definitely deserves a dub in this book.
A dog treat.
God damn. I guess so. Yeah, you'd have to put it that way. However, they are -2 right now in the standings, so
Yeah. Oh
they
shit.
have to win the next game. That's
Yep.
100%. They have to do that. Colts. Let me see. They're 10-5. If Browns lose, Colts win. Colts are back in spot 7. Browns are out.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens.
And
Ravens also have to win to keep their spot, and so does Miami actually. Actually, no. You know what?
mm,
No. Well, that's true because if Browns Ravens win, so do Colts. Miami's out. Yeah.
wow, this has definitely been a different season, dude. It's just crazy.
Well, yeah. Yeah, the AFC is dominant right now.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
for
lie.
sure. Bills are super underrated.
They are, yeah.
Brown, they're up and down. Who else we got here?
I'm
Miami.
just glad Bills took the spot from New England finally. It was
Yes.
time.
That New England team, you finally start to see the cracks. Not any quarterback can just throw in, as everyone was talking about. Tom Brady is a scheme quarterback. It doesn't really look at it. It looks like Belichick was a quarterback
Yeah, Tom
scheme
pretty
scheme.
much Tom's pretty much proved that he was not like that scheme quarterback that only fit in Belichick's pocket, that he could only do things that Belichick wanted him to do. Like, nope, we
Mhm.
found out that Tom Brady, TB12, the old TB12, is actually just a regular old professional QB, top tier QB that can pretty much sling it anywhere he wants. So
In the playoffs again, which he's doing all right. He hasn't been doing. He's not doing great, obviously, but he never does great. He's always more of a playoff player, like he does. He's up and down through the season. They always question, oh, is he old because he's lost like 2 games in a row or one game? They're like, oh, he's such and such years old. Is he going to be able to last through the season? And then he comes back, and then everyone's like, oh, he's so good.
yeah, I love the picture of I don't know if I'm sure you've seen it, but it's the picture where they're Tom Brady's like with his head face down, like looking in between his legs, like just like kind of like giving up, and
Hmm.
it shows a picture of that in the Super Bowl when he came back, and then it shows a picture of that also with him with Tampa Bay, and when they were down like so many points to the Falcons, he did
Oh
that
yeah.
exact same pose, like where he sat on the bench and like looked down, and the caption says like, "When Tom Brady does this in your stadium, just give up."
Do we get into the whole? Is he the greatest of all time? What do you think?
I,
What
I'm,
do you think that? I know
I,
it's.
I am 25 years old. I didn't see Favre. I didn't see, any of the great like
Mm,
Elway. Like I didn't see any of that. So like I don't know, but it's also a way different game now. I mean, I think I can easily say Tom Brady is one of the greatest that I've ever
mm,
seen. I because the only person that's up there right now for me is Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, and maybe Drew Brees, but Drew Brees in my eyes hasn't done enough. Like and I don't know if it's his fault, but he's on the decline hard, and not to say that like Rodgers or Tom Brady isn't on the decline, but they are definitely not. They haven't declined as much in power and recognition, things like that. They haven't they aren't at Breeze's level. And by that I'm not giving Breeze any like credit. Like I think Breeze is sort of, I think he's done. I think he's done with football. I think we should get him out of there because he's gonna get broken up pretty soon. Aaron Rodgers is doing
Yeah.
pretty good.
Uh, For Tom Brady, I also think, like you said, I didn't see Brett Favre play. I didn't see Roger Staubach. I didn't see Joe Montana even play. Um, Tom Brady, I've always been very skeptical about him, but seeing what he's doing in Tampa right now, you can he's probably one of the greatest of his era. I would agree. Um, he it's really hard. I'm a huge Peyton Manning fan, dude. Huge, huge. And when it comes down to it, Tom Brady has the rings, the wins, and if we make that same kind of argument for Michael Jordan, then it needs to be the same for Tom Brady. You know?
I don't know. It's hard to say the greatest because they play such different football.
hmm
Like all of them.
So when we say greatest, that's actually really good because right now the greatest quarterback wise, not kind of um, what they've done, but how they play quarterback would be Patrick Mahomes, um, Aaron Rodgers, of course. You know,
Hmm.
best quarterback. But as for being, it's hard to explain. You know,
Yeah.
because Tom Brady can't make Mahomes throws, but Mahomes don't have 6 titles. You know, but which he has plenty of time. But Tom Brady's up there. I used to be very, very skeptical about him, but I would put him in top three, honestly.
I was just a professional Tom Brady hater back in the day. I don't think I hate on him anymore because it's probably just the fact that I hated the Patriots. So I was
Yeah.
like, ah, fuck you,
God.
Tom Brady. You're in the Patriots. And then like when he left, I was like, oh, I was like, well, even Tom Brady is like, well, fuck you, Patriots. You guys are assholes.
We're
Like,
bonding.
he spent like 20 years with them, and they were just like, all right, well, yeah, we're kind of getting ready to get rid of you. And it's like
Yeah.
they kind of might be doing that to Aaron Rodgers, which is kind of crazy because Aaron Rodgers is like peak right
He,
now.
he's still playing. Yeah, he's still
Like
playing
he's
really, really
still
well.
playing amazing. Like holy shit, the plays that I see him make are not the same as Mahomes, but they're like that mastery level of like what Mahomes
Mhm.
will do later on. Because
Oh yeah.
it's a ton of like there are times where he's just being tackled or like he's like already on the all the way on the ground and he'll throw the ball and like it'll get there and you're just like what the fuck happened in front of my face.
That fucking baseball arm. He can just make those throws, and that's what I'm saying. Like Tom Brady is so good, but Mahomes can just he just is a really, really, really good quarterback, and it shows when you come into another year and you don't really decline.
Yeah, I think one of the people that doesn't get a lot of the respect they deserve as a quarterback is Matthew Stafford. Like that guy,
hmm
I know everybody says he's bad or whatever, or like at least he's on a bad team. But man, that guy's got an arm. His pass rating is I actually don't know if his pass rating is good, but I've seen him make some amazing passes before, man. There's the clip, and I mean everybody's gonna know this clip, but the clip where Matthew Stafford gets tackled absolutely like brutally, and the guy lands on his shoulder, and Matthew Stafford's shoulder pops out of its socket, and like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he gets up and he's like, nah, I can play. Fuck you guys. And he like goes out there and throws a touchdown, and then fucking, they fucking they next play they get down the field and then they kick a field goal. He's like, I think that
yeah. I
was a
remember
sequence, but
that.
yeah, that shit was gritty as fuck. And
That
like
was
that's that shit
crazy.
that
It was
you would
against the
think.
Browns. I remember that
Yeah,
against the Browns, and the Browns called a timeout to where he could actually come in and play. I agree with the Matthew Stafford. He is super underrated. Does really well. It's just that Lions team has always been a disaster.
yeah.
Um,
He might go to Patriots next season.
I would I
All right, well, that's all the time we have for you all folks today. Louie, you like lagged out or something. Like,
did I?
well, I can hear you now, but I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Oh shit, my bad. So we were talking about uh, the Patriots. Yeah, so the Patriots, I don't think they should go all in on Cam Newton, although they've lost Tom Brady and they were trying to look for someone, I guess, who's a veteran. But to me, Cam Newton has always been that guy that. Do you ever see him throw? When he
Ye-
throws long balls, he kind of just closes his eyes and
yeah,
whips it.
I don't. He's definitely not good at throwing, which is why he has like five touchdown passes I think on the entire season. Um,
Oh gosh.
yeah, I mean Cam was generic Lamar Jackson. like he was never as fast
Mm,
or, as like agile, but Cam was probably one that Lamar Jackson looked at and he was like, "Oh yeah, I can do that." And even then, like I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson looked at Michael Vick and he was like, "Oh yeah, I can do that." Because that's where I
yeah.
think that inspiration comes from, Michael Vick, and that's really one of the reasons why I became a Ravens fan was because I never got to see Michael Vick, and
Mm,
the Michael Vick quarterback is like the type of quarterback that I love to watch, like one that doesn't just like stand in the pocket, and Lamar Jackson is like that,
mm.
and that's what I love about him, man. Is that he sometimes I know he'll just take the ball into his own hands, and what really sucked about like the beginning of this season and the ending to last season was that last season when we played the Titans in the playoffs,
Hmm.
he tried passing the ball so much, dude, and he never ran. They tried running the ball like Ingram and them. They couldn't. The Ingram couldn't get that ball like across the field. But now that we have J.K. Dobbins and Lamar is kind of getting his confidence back with like tucking the ball and running with it after he doesn't see anything. But everybody says Lamar is not a passing quarterback, and honestly, sometimes when he makes some passes, I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, why would you throw that?" But some passes, man, I eat my own shit, and I just like believe in him again because, man, he can't be a great quarterback without making some of those passes. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, and being a great quarterback doesn't mean you're going to be as accurate all the time. Um, Lamar Jackson is right now, it's Mahomes and Lamar. Those two are the two guys, the new generation coming in, and they're just wrecking shit. Um, Ravens aren't in an easy division anymore. The Browns seem to get double digit wins, and the Steelers they're always the Steelers. They'll always have something. Even without Big Ben, would they go? They went like what, 9-7 or 8-8
Yeah,
last
I think they
season?
almost made the playoffs last season.
Yeah, like that's just crazy.
Yeah, that's some Mason garbage Rudolph.
Fucking Mason Rudolph. He didn't learn from when he got hit by Miles Garrett. He
Oh
didn't
man,
learn.
I want to see the rematch. I can't wait for it.
That's up this Sunday. It's going to be definitely interesting. Since I'm from Ohio, I got to show the Browns a little bit of love. Um, it's more of like a, I don't want to seem like an asshole, but it's like a pity love, dude. It's just the Browns have been through so much shit, and then when they finally start to get together, okay, well now they're in a tough ass division. That is that's Browns luck right there. That's really Browns luck.
And I mean, well, I'm not gonna say it's their fault because COVID has struck the NFL hard this
Mhm.
season. Like that was just a curveball that nobody saw coming. But oh man, like out being a divisional rival, I was still kind of rooting for them because wouldn't it be badass to see like such an underdog, a team that hasn't made the playoffs since like the '90s? I think that's what it said. Like
Yeah,
to see them, uh, get down and just push through into the playoffs and maybe even just win one playoff game. They don't have to go to the Super Bowl, but if they can win against somebody in the
just something.
playoffs,
Yeah.
dude, the dog pound would be happy for years to come. I swear. Unless they flop next season, then that would kind of suck again. But like,
They got to do it now. They got to do it now. That division is going to continue to stay tough. Um, Baker Mayfield, he gets so much shit, but I don't feel like he's the issue. I don't feel like he's the problem. I felt like Odell is definitely an issue for them. Um, he's gotten a lot better without Odell, and he's been actually putting up some numbers whenever he's supposed to. That's the thing. He wins games he's supposed to, and loses games he's supposed to. You know, he doesn't win games he's supposed to lose. I think that's what the big mark on him right now is.
Yeah. I mean, Odell has been out like all season. Like I'm not gonna give him too much, but for sure he's a drama queen, and for sure I don't think he's a good I don't think he's a good character to have on the team. He's like Jamal Adams in a way, but Jamal Adams can kind of control himself. But even then, sometimes he's just like a insane piece of shit. Like I don't know why he just can't control himself. Like I get it, it's intensity. But with Odell, that's not intensity. That's like, wah, somebody took my toy kind of shit. Yeah, it's fucking It's him whining. Like, and I just don't like it. I can't get behind a player like that.
That's always been about him. He had that one play against the Cowboys, the backhand arm, one-handed grab or whatever, and he's been overhyped the entire time. With the Browns, there's too many cooks in the kitchen for the Browns. They need their duo running back, which is doing all right. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. You keep Jarvis Landry, and that's all. That's all you really need. You don't need two superstar quarterbacks, especially with one's a drama queen.
Jarvis Landry is definitely picking up the slack from and I'm not even gonna say picking up the slack from Odell, because even when Odell was on, he got targeted a few times a game. Yeah, he could make the deep plays sometimes, but even then he started dropping passes. Like there's no Odell fever anymore. Like, he's fucking done. And even if he's not done, he's not a wide receiver one anymore. He's just not.
He'll get picked up by the Patriots or something. He'll get picked up by
he's going to be an AB
trying to turn it around.
He's going to be another AB.
Exactly. And AB's come back as well.
He's not looking bad, yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. On the topic for the AFC North here. So if the Browns win, they're in. If the Ravens win, they're in as well. How does that work?
Okay. If Browns win, they're in. If Ravens win, they're in. Okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Dolphins lose. Dolphins lose, they're out. But Dolphins win, they're in. Titans, actually, it's all of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
They're all 10-5.
Are there still?
Yeah, they're all 10-5. So Titans are playing Texans. Definitely gonna win that game. They're gonna slaughter them. Miami's playing Bills. I don't know about that one. That one, Bills might slaughter Miami.
Depends who they're starting. If they're going to start their, because the Bills are already in the playoff.
Yeah, they already clinched, so they might not start Josh Allen and Diggs. So you know what? Maybe Tua's not playing.
Oh, is he injured still?
Actually, I don't know if Tua's playing or not. Fitzpatrick is not playing. He got COVID. He's on the COVID IR list.
See that.
They brought up their practice squad quarterback. So,
who the fuck is that?
I have no idea, but we're gonna see how that goes. I mean, shit. Like even Miami, like they're like, man, we finally have a chance to be in the playoffs, and they might, completely screw it up. Because let's say Miami loses, Colts win, Browns win, Ravens win, Titans win. Miami's out. Like that's it. Whoever loses here is out.
And that is crazy. Because let's say the Dolphins do lose, right?
Yeah.
Then it's Ravens, Browns, and Steelers in the playoffs.
Browns still have a very good chance of losing.
Yeah, well, the Steelers aren't going to start their starters.
Yeah, but it's the Browns. So, like, I don't know. I can't give them credit. I can't give them credit after choking to the Jets. Like,
fuck.
You can't.
The Jets decided to come back and win too.
Yeah, the Jets just decided to be good all of a sudden. Like they were gonna play good football. I had no idea the Jags were so bad. I looked at their schedule and they're 14-1. I had no idea that was happening. They were, when they started
Oh,
talking about the Jets losing the first pick, I was like, to who? I was like, who did they lose it to?
exactly. That's
And then,
exactly
and then I
what I
found out that
said.
the Jags were
I was
just as
like,
bad as the Jets. And I was like, well, why are y'all talking all this shit about the Jets? It's like, we should be talking about the Jags right
because the
now.
Jets are always bad.
Yeah, the Jets are always bad. But Jesus, the Jags, oh my God, man. They got rid of everybody and they're in a rebuilding season for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. You get a good quarterback, you work around him. If you have the first pick, you take Trevor Lawrence or whatever it is, whoever Justin Fields. Honestly, I would pick Trevor Lawrence over Justin Fields, but he just overthrew somebody. That's why. That's why you pick Trevor Lawrence over Justin Fields. Jags can build with him.
You know what the
Next
bad part
draft
about that
pick,
is,
they can
though?
go ahead and take a running back.
You know what the bad part about that is that
What?
Joe Burrow beat Trevor Lawrence when he was at Clemson,
Mm-hmm.
and Joe Burrow was at LSU. If they go again, and Trevor Lawrence is on the Jags, and Joey B is on the Bengals, shit. I actually think I see Joey B fucking him up again. just because the Bengals are definitely better than the Jags.
Oh yeah, for sure. Their numbers don't look great, but they have something good going on with Joe Burrow there.
Yeah, I was real sad to see him get hurt. I was like, no, man.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, no. I was like,
Yeah.
damn it, I shouldn't watch you all in college anymore. Just so I can save you all
The-
the pity.
this whole COVID has, I don't know how people aren't discussing it, but ever since COVID, these guys aren't getting the rest, the reps, and the training that they need, and everyone is injured.
Yeah,
Everybody. The
huge,
NFC East has the most injuries in the league.
huge injury season. Yeah, people
That
were
is
dropping like flies in the
bananas.
beginning.
Oh man, that is definitely. Hopefully next year, 2021, everyone has an off season and we get to see everyone at their full peak. Um, but that also goes for the teams that didn't have a good season and are doing all right, like the Browns, who
Well,
lost Odell, but they
like the
decided to do a
Browns,
little
like the
bit.
Cardinals, like the Cowboys, like the Giants, like like Washington. Basically, anybody in the NFC East and let me see, NFC East and NFC West probably. Like
I would agree.
they have bad seasons. Rams 8-7,
Mhm.
not that good. Bears are 8. Oh wait, no, Rams are 9-6. Bears are 8-7 right now. Like I that
Yep, and
might
they're in
be
the
the best
playoffs.
the Bears have ever been. The Bears.
Oh God, the Bears are terrible, especially. I don't want to give any. Is it Nick Foles on their team?
Is Nick Foles on the team?
I think so. I think he
Yeah,
lost his
cause
starting job to what's his
cause
face?
Flacco's on the Jets.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, how far he has fallen.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, I'll give Flacco this. I remember watching him in both Super Bowls, and he played out of his fucking mind
I mean, he's a good quarterback, definitely. It's just that
for sure.
I
It's
mean,
just times are changing.
yeah,
You get older, you can't keep up. It's what happens.
yeah, he's
They
gonna be
did
out
it.
of the league pretty soon.
Yeah, he has a good arm, maybe, but he'll need a team, an overloaded team to kind of start coming back. And he did ride that Baltimore defense.
Oh, oh
That
hell yeah,
Baltimore defense
yeah.
fucking
That entire team rode that
carries.
Baltimore defense. Ray Lewis, Ed Reed.
Hmm. God, those were definitely tough times here.
I wish I saw that shit, or I wish I was a Ravens fan when that was happening. Because
What was your first team?
was what
What was your first team?
Cowboys.
Or you just didn't watch football?
No,
Yep,
I was a
yep.
Cowboys fan, but I mean, like I didn't
Hmm.
watch football until maybe like high school. So I was at the tail
Yeah.
end of like, or not the tail end, but I was like in the middle of the Romo Des Bryant era.
Oh, okay, like 2012-ish, 2010, around there. I think that's about the time I started watching as well. Um, I remember it was the season after the Giants just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I never watched
And
football as
ever
much as
since
I do
then.
now, though. Like I'd say now I'm pretty like
No,
immersed into it.
for sure, for sure. We can go down. Let's kind of go down the list here with kind of what we're looking for. So of course, it the Chiefs.
I mean,
Chiefs
Chiefs are
number
top
one
dog
spot.
right now. Yeah.
There's only one bye, right? And they're the only ones that get a bye. Do the
Mm,
Packers get a bye?
I think the Packers get a bye.
Hmm. Okay, because I know with the whole COVID, it's been an issue. Team
Yeah,
entering the
with the
number one seed.
games.
Only one team gets a bye now instead of two. So literally, it's just the Chiefs.
Oh, damn.
Just the Chiefs are getting that bye, which is definitely going to work in their favor. But that's why the Bills, the Packers, I assume everyone that's kind of clinched the division is going to rest their starters. It just makes
Oh,
sense.
I mean, I'm almost 100% sure.
Hmm.
I mean, that doesn't make sense to like risk everybody for like the week before the playoffs. Like, there's no way.
No,
Um,
the Chiefs would be up against the Chargers anyway, so
yeah, that game doesn't matter at all to them.
mm-mm, not at all. You get your two buys there. You get rest, an actual bye week. Get back to it. Let's see who else we have here. So the top two right now in the AFC is of course the Chiefs. NFC is the Packers. Then we go to Bills. Um, Bills gonna rest their starters as well. We were talking about how Dolphins may actually have a chance to get into the playoffs. Who knew Tua would come out and start balling? He's had
Well,
one bad game.
yeah, he did, and I honestly still have confidence in him. Um, I don't know
Oh
the
yeah,
one,
for sure.
the rookie QB that impressed me the most that came out in like a hey our quarterback sucks situation was Jalen Hurts. He came out, he came right
Mhm.
out and made Carson Wentz look like a bag of shit.
We can. I, I've been talking the entire time about Carson Wentz. He's had that one good season, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. No,
You know
he
that.
he's literally the worst QB in the league right now. I think besides like I don't know Dwayne Haskins and Jameis Winston. I don't know, but
Yeah,
Dwayne Haskins got
fuck.
cut, dude.
He got cut
He
from
got
the damn
he got cut from the
Washington
Washington football
football team
team.
that doesn't have a
Yeah,
name.
just for
They don't
getting,
have a fucking name.
just for having ass cheeks in his face.
And sometimes you gotta, save that for the off season. Especially with your coach. I forgot their coach just was like got done battling cancer, and this guy was like, "I'm gonna go hang out and maybe get COVID so I can fuck my coach over."
That is an accurate
So
description
fucked
of what
up.
he did.
And I know the only really division that I've been kind of rough to speak about here is the NFC least, is what it's kind of been called now, where um, literally anyone can be in the playoffs here.
Well, I'll tell you
The
what though.
Washington football team.
Let, listen to this one right here. You, conference scores right now for the
Mhm.
NFC East. Washington is 4-7. New York is 4-7. Philadelphia Eagles are 4-7. Dallas Cowboys are 5-6. So Cowboys have won one more divisional game this season than all the other NFC East teams, which is Washington, New York, and Philadelphia. So that might mean that they could possibly, take the maybe if I think if Washington wins and Washington loses and Cowboys win, Cowboys take the NFC East. I think that's how it
Yes.
is.
So the division right now is if Washington wins, it's over for everybody.
Yeah.
But if Washington loses, it's either the Cowboys or the Giants. So they'll be playing, I believe Washington plays first and then the Cowboys play. So you'll kind of get to see, who won if Washington loses, which is very could
Oh,
happen if
actually,
they don't start Alex Smith.
yeah, that makes sense. Cowboys played Giants this week, so whoever wins that, and if Washington loses, wins the division.
Hmm.
Which
Exactly. And then
Washington might lose because they're playing the Eagles, and the Eagles are probably going to play everybody.
yeah, and the Eagles, of course, have been kind of posting everywhere and saying everywhere they don't want uh, the NFC East champs crowned on their field because the Washington, yeah, so they're going to be at the Eagles. Hopefully, I'm for once in my life will be kind of rooting for the Eagles here, even though they're scum, as well as all of people who like them.
Even though they're
Um, all horse shit eaters is what I what
God.
I like to call them.
Oh my God.
They're definitely. Oh man, I hate the Eagles. I hate the
Yeah.
Eagles so much.
I saw this woman wearing a
But
Philadelphia Eagles jersey at the store once, and I swear, I almost just.
something about the Eagles, I don't know what it is. They're
Oh, I
just,
fucking hate
I
the
hate
Eagles.
them.
Yeah.
I hate them. They booed Santa. They cheered when Michael Irving's career ended on the field. Are you kidding
Um,
me?
in
Those are
a in an interview
bastards.
in an interview I saw with Aaron Rodgers, he said that on one of the games, an Eagles fan came out onto the field and poured his mother's ashes like onto the field.
What the fuck? These fans are crazy, dude. Crazy. And I've also, like we were talking about Carson Wentz here. I posted something earlier where I was like, "Oh, remember when everyone was talking about how great Carson Wentz was over Dak Prescott? Like that was the best feeling to me because everyone who gets drafted in the first round, they get this type of excuse. They always get, "Oh, well, he's just learning," or "Oh, well, he's a really good thrower. He's an MVP candidate. He just needs a team." But when it comes to Dak or who else was drafted late? Wasn't Mahomes was drafted late. Lamar Jackson, what was he drafted? Like third round?
Yeah, Lamar was the last QB left.
Like that is crazy. And these guys are the ones that actually play better than Carson Wentz. But all these first rounders like Cam Newton, people are still giving him excuses because he's a first rounder.
Shit, even
Doesn't make
that's
any
bad.
sense to me.
Justin Herbert, right? Justin Herbert's a
Fucking Justin
rookie, bro.
Herbert coming out of
He's
nowhere.
like a 21-year-old making Carson Wentz looks like Helen Keller trying to play football to Justin Herbert. Okay, Justin Herbert looks like the next Patrick Mahomes or some shit. I swear.
He's been doing so well. I can see Carson Wentz, maybe the Patriots taking a move for him. They need a pocket passer,
I can see
someone
that
that
too.
will
Yeah.
kind of just listen to him. Um, I mean, Jalen Hurts is doing fine. Who else do we have there? Washington, all they need is a quarterback.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
everything else in order. It's just they need a quarterback. Um, who else? Who's let me see here. Cowboys, of course, have Dak, and then the Giants. Daniel Jones he's on and off. He's not too bad, but
Shit. Daniel
uh,
Jones. What? Oh wait, yeah. No, you're right. Danny Dimes. I was thinking of
Danny Dimes.
Wait, is Daniel Jones also the running back for the Raiders? What is that guy's name?
Fuck, I don't know.
Or is it
Something? Jacob Jones,
Jacob Jones?
right?
There you go. Yeah.
Jacoby
Or
Jones
wait,
or
no,
something like
Josh
that.
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. Both completely wrong.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. That guy doesn't deserve that. That guy's a great running back.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. The biggest I know the biggest story, of course, this week in the NFC or this offseason in the NFC East is what is going to happen with Dak. You know, um,
Well, supposedly he's already walking
is he
again
going
and
to
shit.
sign? Yeah, exactly. But since he's been franchise tagged now, if they franchise tag him again, he's going to be making more than pretty much what he's asking for one whole year. What is it, 38 million?
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's going to be the huge story in the offseason, whether he leaves or stays. And um, I don't know how I feel about him leaving. I'm a huge. I was also a huge Tony Romo fan. Um, I love quarterbacks, dude. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, no, I do too. But I don't think Dak leaves only because of like how good of a quarterback he is. I think they saw, like, dude, Dak led passing yards 3 weeks after he got injured. Like, I think even almost
crazy.
4 weeks after he got injured. Like,
Mhm.
he was still on the leading board, and that doesn't, if you know football, that doesn't necessarily say a lot. That just means that the other teams don't throw the ball as much; they run it, which is what the
Mhm.
Cowboys should do. They should be running more than passing. But even then, right now they're kind of showing that the passing game is pretty much there. Like I think it's the
Yeah.
system. I think Dak got hurt really early on. McCarthy still needs to work with him so much, and then like they're gonna have that system going, and then they could be. I definitely want to see Dak and Zeke and like Pollard and CD, all of them. I want to see all of them be like
Mhm.
a fucking maybe not Super Bowl caliber, but like win like the fucking NFC East caliber team, which is kind of what they are now, but minus the
Mhm.
Dak.
Exactly. And I know we were talking to Chris about that as well, where he believes Andy Dalton is doing kind of better than that, but I feel like Andy Dalton's had more time with Mike McCarthy than Dak has.
I
Um,
Yeah, I think I definitely think he has. When Dalton started, he sucked. Like he wasn't doing amazing.
oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
yeah, he needed
Mhm.
time. And it's not like when Dak was playing, he was bad. It's the people around him, it's his defense, it's his line,
That
like all of
defense
that.
was
Like
atrocious.
people, yeah, you know what, people like to talk shit about Zeke, but Zeke doesn't have a line that splits the gap for him. Like
Mhm.
as soon as it closes up, Zeke has no like option but to just like kind of take a hit. Uh, I will say that like I feel like Pollard has shown a little more grit than Zeke as of late, but I mean this past game Zeke
Mhm.
showed fucking heart. I'll tell you that much.
And I like that as well. I saw that he was kind of playing scrambling for yards afterwards.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
he
part
wasn't
of
just
it.
getting
I'll
stopped.
admit, I was the one that was like, I was telling him, Zeke, fucking take him out. Let's take him out.
Oh,
He
same.
doesn't. He had the most fumbles than he's ever had, and we're hoping this game as well. We're hoping we see the same Zeke. It's just right now, I don't think Andy Dalton is the answer, and it would be dumb to kind of put all your eggs in that basket,
I
like
don't think
Chris was saying.
Yeah, I don't think Andy
Kind of.
Dalton is the answer, but now I definitely think you keep Andy Dalton. Like
Oh, for sure, as like a
solid
backup.
backup, dude. Like solid
Mhm.
QB2. Even like even just like give him a mic and like let him talk to Dak. Like just like dude, Dalton is a fucking veteran, man. Like he knows shit. And it shows on the field that, him being with the Bengals before, like he got wrecked, man. And being with a slightly
Mhm.
better team has made him better. Like I think that's facts. And I think he
Oh,
has a
for
lot
sure.
to
And the
share with that
biggest
with
thing on
Dak.
him, the biggest, I guess, note people would give it to him was that he wasn't clutching the playoffs. Like they would ignore the complete kind of. He does well in the season, and then obviously, you want someone that does well in the postseason. But for a second string quarterback, their biggest defeat is being in the playoffs. Like that's not bad at all.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And hopefully,
I don't know. Talk about how Wentz sucks and how the Cowboys are gonna get first round.
so I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing. The Cowboys are they're definitely a show to believe. I hate Jerry Jones. He doesn't know how to run a team, but I can't help but to constantly believe in the Cowboys. Whether it's you know being in the positions they're always in that position where they're in the fight for the NFC East title, whether it's a bad division, good division. They're always in the mix, so they'll always kind of keep me entertained. But I'm not enjoying the whole, you know, what are they? 6-9? Yeah, 6-9. It's just it's hard to root for a team that's 6-9 that they're fighting for a playoff spot, but they're going to have to face Tom Brady as soon as they win, or if they do win. Whether it's them, Washington, or the Giants, not the Eagles, because they're fucking trash and got eliminated. They will be the NFC East champions. Whoever it is will be the NFC champions. But then they're going to go and have to face Tom Brady, who's been on a roll with AB, Mike Evans, Goodwin. Like, they're a solid ass team. And I don't see the reason why they're trying so hard now to win a title, where if you lose in the first round, you lost in the first round and you still have a shitty kind of pick. You get a middle of the pack pick. You don't get a early first rounder where everyone's at, which I guess every kind of early first rounder we've had doesn't really work out. But Troy Aikman was a first rounder. You can't always hit that guy all the time. You can't always be who's even a good first round quarterback, like number one overall pick in the last few years. Like, who would be the best? I couldn't tell you. Andrew Luck's very overrated. Let me pull up actually some stats here. First pick QBs. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll go through these and we can kind of see what the Cowboys are trying to do. Okay. So we'll go from 1936. That's way too long, dog. We'll start 1990s. Okay. So 1989, Troy Aikman. Okay. Most accurate quarterback of all time, and 3 Super Bowl rings. That works out. Who else was next? The next year, Jeff George, Russell Maryland, Steve Eatman, Drew Bledsoe, Dan Wilkinson, Carter, Keyshawn Johnson, Orlando Pace, Peyton Manning. Okay, so Peyton Manning, there's another one. Between Troy Aikman and Peyton Manning, what's that, 8 years? That's 8 years before you actually get someone that's amazing. Let's see here. Michael Vick. Michael Vick's good. I like Michael Vick. Left-handed quarterbacks are very hard to judge, and especially with his past, you can't really blame it on him. David Carr, shite. Carson Palmer, shite. Eli Manning, 2 Super Bowls, but he's fallen off and not even playing anymore. Alex Smith, injured. Mario Williams, Jamarcus Russell, Jake Long, Matthew Stafford, which we've said is good, but he's not lived up to that first-round hype. Sam Bradford, Cam Newton, Andrew Luck. Those are the quarterbacks people have been taking kind of risk on, but they're not really giving anything back. The last quarterback that actually has proven something would be Eli Manning. First round picks, would be Eli Manning. And that's 2004.
I also agree that Dez Bryant is way better with the Ravens than he was with the Dallas Cowboys.
I was talking about how the Dallas Cowboys, they were kind of leading me on to, okay, we're going to kind of take a nosedive. Maybe we pick up a big defensive guy. But now that they're starting to get hot, what's the point? I understand you want to win the division, but you have to fucking face Tom Brady in the first round. Then you get like a mid-round pick, which is sometimes good, but these first round picks,
I mean,
a lot of them are kind of.
the god tier athletes are definitely going to go to the shittiest teams.
Mm-hmm.
But last season, Cowboys needed to pick somebody up for defense, and they picked up CeeDee Lamb, dude.
Yeah,
First round pick. And
that
I
was
mean,
straight out of
shit,
spite,
dude. Don't
just
don't get me
because the
wrong.
Eagles
CeeDee
needed him.
Lamb is a fucking beast,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure he's going to be like a great wide receiver to us. But fuck, man, you need
Yeah, you
defense, bro.
ignored something.
They
Yep.
need defense. You know what? Fuck the line. You know, the line can be whatever. You know, Dak,
Mm-hmm.
Dalton, anybody. It seems like they can do it right now with the line that they have. But the defense, oh my God, it's so terrible, man.
It's just they were what? They're the 31st, 30 or 32nd
They're
defense.
literally the worst defense in the NFL right now. They're ranked 32.
Yeah.
How fucking sad is that? Like,
And that was also the knock on Dak as well. That you're scoring all these points, but
yeah,
it's at the end of the game or like
your
you're
team can't cover. Like, there's no.
yeah, the defense is letting him get 30 plus points. It's the same kind of Romo thing. Remember where they were like, oh well, Romo needs to win these games, but his defense dropped 45 to Peyton.
Yeah, and
Like,
it's like Dak probably had so many passing yards so soon because his defense can't even stay on the field. You know, they
mm-mm,
drive the ball either through them with the run game or they drive the ball down the field with the pass game. I mean, either way, they're getting the ball down the field. When they played the Philadelphia Eagles, every single time they got to the 1 yard, one and goal, the Eagles, I said, "Oh, they're gonna run it in." Like, there's no way Dallas defends like a run. Like, they
mm-hmm.
can't. They just can't. You know, they've gotten some good interceptions, some good sacks, strips, things like that, but that's not gonna cut it, man. You need solid defense. You need some cornerbacks. You need a safety. Like, you need all of that shit. Trayvon Diggs, it's fucking maybe a few more years till
Mm-hmm.
he's like right, but fuck, dude. He's wishy-washy right now. He's 50-50. He's either going to give us a reception or he's going to let a motherfucker
He's gonna get
burn him.
burned.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
it's and it's so frustrating to watch. Like, it's so frustrating to watch them play a certain defense and, you know, me have to blame it on them, but it's also the fucking coach's fault, man. Jesus Christ. Like,
That Mike Nolan, and I would take the blame on Mike McCarthy as well for hiring Mike Nolan, who's had the worst defense since he's been in the NFL. He's had every worst defense. That blows my mind. Why I understand Mike Nolan gave Mike McCarthy, an opportunity for the Green Bay Packers coach, and it worked out. But God, you can't do nepotism if you want to win. You can't do it. Remember Rex Ryan and his brother fighting each other on the sidelines?
I
Nepotism doesn't work.
I don't think I remember that.
They got in a real fist fight,
like
like swinging on each other.
like
Like,
two coaches of the same team?
yes. So it was Rex Ryan and
Shaquille Griffin.
Rex Ryan and
Oh, Matt Ryan.
Rob Ryan.
Oh, a lot of
Rob
Ryans in the
Ryan. Yeah.
NFL.
They were with the Bills and they for real were arguing about something and started throwing blows.
That's
Rex Ryan and
crazy.
Rob Ryan. Yeah, like you punched them in the fucking headset.
Oh my god.
I remember that shit. That shit was crazy, dude. Oh my gosh.
Did you
But
see did you see the Mississippi, who was it? Mississippi and shit, somebody else. It was the Armed Forces Bowl, but they had a all out brawl. Did you see that?
yeah, Mississippi State and
Yeah. It wasn't Iowa. It was some
fuck.
other college. Let me see.
Let me
Let me
see
see.
here. Mississippi. Tulsa. Tulsa.
Tulsa, yeah, Tulsa,
Toulouse?
Mississippi.
Tulsa. There we go.
Uh,
Yep. Dude, They like kicked the dude on the ground
Yeah,
after
man.
they threw him.
Oh yeah, here it is. Mississippi State and Tulsa. Yeah, dude, that was crazy, man. That guy's gonna get charged for sure. Uh, but
For sure.
but did
And
you
they won
see
by like
after
what?
that?
2 points?
After the whole like brawl like happened, the coaches started throwing hands at each other. Did you see that?
Did really?
Yeah.
No.
It. Do
Are
you
you
see?
kidding me?
Do you remember seeing number 7 with the white jersey? He like starts to like gallop away from everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
okay. After that, it like pans over to the left, and the coaches are like fucking each other up. Like they all met on the
Dude,
field, and it
that's
was just crazy. It was fucking crazy. I was so glad I was like
for
alive
what?
to say,
I mean, I understand
dude.
it's a bowl game, but
I mean,
fuck.
dude. I mean, dude, they might get suspended for that. Like they might not be able to like make playoffs next year just because of that. Like
Oh
they might be
man,
suspended
just
from like
because.
UIL. Like yeah, like
Mhm.
shit, man. That's like the worst thing you could show to people. Like that's what football is. Even though like yeah, we would kind of want it to be like that a little bit. I kind of want somebody to punch someone in the face every now and then, but you know, we're not playing hockey.
I got pent up frustration. The only reason I know about it is because I saw Dak crutching into the game to watch Mississippi State. And then they were like, brawl. And I was like, ooh, what's this? And I scrolled down a little bit. Damn.
Dude, for real, man. That was crazy. That and man, I can't really remember. Bengals maybe, I can't remember, but there was basically like I think it was the Saints and someone else, but essentially the guy walks up to him and he like punches his helmet, and then the Saints player is just like
Oh,
standing
yeah.
there, and he's like, "Why'd you do that?" And then he does it again, and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
I remember seeing that he like punched him and he like backed up, like, let's fight. And this guy was like, was that for me? Why did you hit me? I'm gonna give you another chance. I'm number 34. Was it me? And try swinging on him again. Like,
I
what
don't
the
know, dude.
when you're getting beat in coverage and only you have the beef. He was fucking Darth Vader and the other guy was Jar Jar Binks. Like that's how clueless he was.
It's so dumb to punch people in the helmet too. Like
It doesn't make any. I think that's why they fight. You know what? Like I'll swing and all that shit because they do like slaps. They'll do
they
big
do, yeah.
slaps.
Because
Grab the face.
he didn't actually punch him. He like made a palm, and then he like
Yeah,
like shoved his helmet.
fucking Mr. Miyagi. Just like ah. Dude, I know you. Speaking of the Saints, can we talk about how they're constantly fucked over in the playoffs? It's been 3
What do
years in a
you
row.
What do you mean?
Okay, so
All right, well I understand last year. I mean, but man, dude, that's the Minneapolis Miracle. Oh wait, no, wait, that wasn't even
no,
last year. Holy shit,
yeah.
that was like 4 years ago. Holy shit.
There was offensive offensive pass interference last year
Was it
against the
were they playing the 49ers or the
Vikings
Vikings?
again. Watching it, and then when they hit Vikings, let me see here, and then when they hit Michael Thomas helmet to helmet before the ball got there on
Oh
a
yeah.
4th down. Oh my gosh, dude, that's 3 years in a row. They've been fucked 3 years in a row.
I think they have a chance this year.
Mhm.
Oh,
If they don't get
but
fucked.
I don't know. The Packers are so good right now.
I know, but that's going to be a hell of a game.
Dude, I think it's gonna be either Packers Chiefs, maybe Packers Bills somehow.
Mhm.
Maybe in the worst case scenario, and I don't want this to happen, but maybe Steelers Packers or Steelers Bucks. But
You and I have in common that the Steelers suck dick.
yeah, I
hate
fucking
the
hate the
Steelers.
Steelers.
Fuck.
Steel City can burn the
Watch
fuck
us see
down.
the Bucks versus the Bills, like something random as shit.
No shit
It's
though.
a
But
completely different.
when KC and the 49ers were in the Super Bowl, I was like, wow, I haven't seen these two like teams, contention worthy in a while. I was like, this is
Hmm.
nice. Like, it's good to see like new teams. So honestly,
Oh
what? I
yeah,
wouldn't even mind seeing the Bills and the Bucks.
I think that's why we really hated the Patriots is that they were constantly there.
Yeah,
Like no one likes to. It's not fun. It's like winning all the time. Like it gets boring. Like
yeah,
you have
it
to
does. Yeah,
give yourself a handicap to like
and
make it more
I'd
interesting.
rather Tom Brady win again, but with a different team.
Yeah, yeah. Like I would be fine with that.
Yeah,
Um,
just fuck the Patriots and the Steelers. I
let's
don't want the
see.
Steelers to win.
I want to see the Browns and the Cardinals,
Oh fuck!
which is
Cardinals are on the bubble. Like,
yep, they're
Jesus
there.
Christ! Imagine Kyler Murray makes a fucking
I believe he's
a
injured.
push. Oh, his shoulder,
Yep,
dude.
he
That's what
is
I
injured.
kind of don't like about the quarterbacks that are coming out of college. Like recently, a lot
Very
of them are already
small.
beat up. They're
Yep.
small and just destroyed by the time they're even gone.
Hmm.
Like that's brutal. Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask isn't gonna play football. That guy's destroyed. Like he is.
Shit.
God, dude, that guy got beat the fuck up in college. There's no and even then he fucked up his chances because if I'm correct, the last game he played, he threw like 5 interceptions. So I'm probably over exaggerating, but he did really bad in the game.
I mean, you were right about Cam Newton's 5 touchdowns. That's all he's thrown.
There you go. Yeah. So that's that. Cam Newton's done.
Cam
Cam
Newton
Newton was
was.
what, drafted 2013?
I don't remember. I know he was first
I
overall.
think he's been out he's been out.
He's been to one Super Bowl
He
and
was
he's
out
finished maybe
3 years
one or
or
two
two
seasons.
years.
I think 2 seasons he's actually finished completely. The rest have been with injury.
Injuries. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember
Which
his
would
Super Bowl. He fucked it up. It was the worst Super Bowl I ever saw.
against Peyton, right?
Yeah, against
Or,
Peyton Manning.
yeah.
Well, I think
But
it
that
was.
defense, yeah, that defense was stout. DeMarcus Ware. Um,
Did they still have Smith
uh,
Senior?
who?
Panthers.
No, he retired, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Him and him and Michael Irvin get into it a bunch, so that's always fun to watch. Just randomly.
Mm, oh no. 2017.
And speaking of injuries, Justin Fields just got injured right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yep,
Are you
shot to the
kidding me?
ribs.
You see, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying, man.
that is, and that's the thing. Like they want you to play your heart out for NCAA, but you can't make any money. You can't do anything with it. And then when you get to the NFL, they expect you to go just as crazy. Like, hold on, give me a minute. Um,
Oh, Carolina and Denver. There you go.
yeah. Peyton when he was with the
Yeah,
Broncos.
because I remember seeing the Seattle Denver game,
Oh fuck, the Legion
and
of Boom.
they got fucked up, man. Denver got shit on. Oh, and I remember Denver, the first play, they hiked the ball to Manning, I think, and
Yeah, and it
he
went
misses
over.
it. Yeah, he
Yep.
fucking misses it, and they recover and they get a touchdown. Dude, that shit was the funniest thing ever. Let me see.
As I knew the
2013. Yeah, it's that
Seahawks were going to
Baltimore
win
year.
that year. They were just too good.
The Legion
And
of
Russell
Boom.
Wilson, yep. Russell Wilson just wouldn't.
Yeah, Russell was I think he won MVP that year. I can't remember, but uh, Russ,
I'm not sure.
he's not the same, and I don't know if it's just the team or
Mhm.
maybe it's him.
He's still him. I mean, he's not as obviously great because his defense
I
isn't
think he still
amazing.
got it. I definitely think he
Yeah,
still got the Russ Cook, but I think I think Seattle needs new things. I think they need
yeah.
to
They need to
change.
revamp quite a
Yeah,
few things.
I don't.
But I mean, they're always in the playoffs,
They
right?
are, yeah. They're definitely still
Yeah.
doing good, but I I think everybody feels that stall,
Yeah.
Like
There's
everybody
that little hump
everybody can
that they
kind of
can't
feel
get
that
over.
they're still, good enough to make it to the playoffs, but I don't think
Not to
anybody
the
thinks they're
Super
good enough
Bowl.
to make it to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's a
Um,
fact.
I believe so as well. I know. right now. The AFC is kind of waiting for their last person to come in. Uh, clinch. Well, it's almost like everyone's kind of playing a wild card game this year, since only one person's getting a bye.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's playing a wild card game, and that's definitely going to be interesting to see because we saw Tom Brady in his first wild card game in years, and they just were not prepared. Derrick Henry ran all over him last season.
Yeah. It was really depressing to see Derrick Henry run all over the Ravens. Uh,
He's so huge and so strong, but he's just like moves his hips in the right way and can fit through anything.
he's just so powerful, dude. Like,
He is.
Jesus Christ, like, and you wonder sometimes how someone that big can run that fast. Like,
You think you're like, oh, I remember seeing him for the first time playing. I was like, oh, he's like probably gonna be mowing down people, but he was just like in and out through the tackles and just, oh man,
and it's so
I
bad because I guarantee you, he like thinks about who he's just gonna like, who he's gonna put on a meme next, his next game. Like,
fuck,
man, I
dude.
wonder who I'm gonna stiff arm into oblivion. Like,
Who did he do last week?
shit. Let me see. They played. Let me see.
Because I remember he did it to, was it Sherman
Pull that
or Norman?
shit. Um, week 16, they played the Titans, Packers. Ooh, I don't know if he stiffed anybody. I don't know if he stiff armed anybody in the Packers.
No, it might have been before.
they destroyed the Titans.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
they
shit.
fucking taught him a lesson. Titans were more threatening last season, I think. Ryan
Oh yeah,
Tannehill is
for
still
sure.
really good,
Ryan
but
Tannehill's, yeah, he had to be comeback player of the year last year.
yeah, shit. Even when Derek Carr went down for the Raiders, did you see Marcus Mariota?
Oh, yeah, he actually did some work
Dude,
as well.
he did fucking great.
hmm
I was like,
I
holy shit.
remember
I was like, Mario
him and
comeback.
Jameis Winston were supposed to be the ones that the new people, but they're not.
Nah, Winston
Derek Carr,
sucks.
I feel bad for Derek Carr, man. Ever since that leg injury, he's just been downhill, and he didn't even need to be playing that game, which is his fault.
I mean, they are where they are because of themselves. I mean, Gruden, fuck, dude.
Yeah, Gruden should have stayed retired.
We got percentages for the games to come. Cardinals Rams is 54% Rams. Bills Miami is 58% Bills. Ravens Bengals is 84% Ravens. Green Bay Green Bay Bears. Green Bay. Oh, fuck.
Green Bay Bears.
Green Bay Bears. I was gonna say Green Bay Chicago. Green Bay Chicago. Green Bay 57% chance. Washington Philadelphia. Washington with the 51% chance. Steelers Browns. Browns with the 70% chance. Titans Texans 67% chance for the Titans. We got a 53% chance for the Cowboys. We got a 70% chance for the Bucks. 85% chance for the Colts. Okay. We got 52 with the Chargers going up against the Chiefs. That's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah.
52% for the Raiders, so that's a good pick. 59% with Seahawks on the win. Vikings 58% with the dub. Jets 51% with the dub. We got Saints with the 70% over the Panthers, and that's it. Yeah.
We'll just do a round here. Let's go Falcons Bucks. Who do you got?
I have Bucks. Uh,
I am gonna take the Falcons.
I have Falcons pulling ahead in the beginning, and then blowing a lead in the end, which is definitely gonna happen if it happens. I swear to God, I'm predicting this right now. The Falcons are gonna pull ahead, and the Bucks are just gonna come back and kick their ass.
I'll go with Falcons on here just because I feel like they really want to get back at Tom Brady. They'll forever be 28-3. Uh, they always give them their best. Vikings Lions.
Vikings, Lions. I got Vikings. Vikings are just a better team than the Lions right now.
I'll go Vikings as well.
I will
Jets,
say this
Patriots.
though: Vikings don't have Dalvin Cook, so there's that.
Oh, yeah.
Jets, Patriots, Jets.
Jets.
For whatever reason, I want the Jets to stand out with the dub.
I will take the Jets too, just because they've been on a hot streak.
Yeah.
They've got their two wins.
Hey man,
Uh,
for a Jets fan, that's a lot.
Dolphins, Bills,
Dolphin, I'm taking the Bills on that one.
Bills.
Oh,
I
you
will
know what?
go. Mhm.
I don't take Bills if Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs aren't playing, which probably won't. So I think
Yeah.
I'm taking the Dolphins actually.
I'll take the Dolphins as well. Steelers, Browns.
Steelers, Browns. I'm taking Browns because Mason Rudolph is playing, and actually they're sitting out a lot of their defensive line.
As well. I'll take the Browns as well. Week 17 here. Cowboys, Giants.
I'm taking Cowboys.
I'll take Cowboys as well. Yeah, because Danny can't run, and he's not an amazing passer. Ravens, Bengals.
Ravens, Bengals. I'm taking the Ravens on that one.
Yeah,
That's no competition
Ravens
right
for
there.
sure.
Yeah, it's you talking about a 4-10-1 team. Jesus.
Uh, Jaguars and Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, Colts as well. Titans, Texans.
Titans definitely. I'm pretty sure Derrick Henry's gonna run all over them. Oh wait, are Titans in playoff contention?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Texans. Just because they want to spoil whatever it is that they spoil, whether they start them on a cold streak or
I don't know.
however it goes. I'm not a huge fan of Philip
Maybe
Rivers. I
maybe
feel
the
like
Texans rally after JJ Watt's speech. But I don't know.
he's already said he wants to leave. So we'll see where that goes in the offseason as
Yeah.
well. Definitely be talking about that. Cardinals, Rams.
Cardinals, Rams. No Kyler Murray.
No
I mean,
Kyler
but you still
Murray.
have D
Mhm.
Hop. But even then, they don't even run the ball.
And this is for a playoff spot.
I'm take Rams. I think Rams take it.
I'll go with Cardinals. I think they rally behind Hopkins. Hopkins is just another breed.
He is, but he needs
Something
Kyler.
different. Yeah. Saints, Panthers. We already said Saints.
Yeah, Saints.
Packers, the Bears,
The
the
Bears.
Packers.
I mean, fuck. The Bears have been on a streak, but the
Yeah.
Packers are just. The Packers are the fucking dominant ones.
I'll go Bears, man. I really will go Bears. Division game. Packers are number one seed. And
Oh, you know what?
Mitch
True.
Trubisky.
If they're even playing anybody.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
So
true.
you know what? They don't play. They don't play their starters. We're going Bears. The Bears.
The Bears. Chargers, Chiefs. We said Chiefs, 49ers, and the Seahawks. I haven't heard anything about the Seahawks sitting anyone. You know, Russell Wilson likes to play every game.
I think I take 49ers on this one.
I'll take Seattle in a close one for sure.
Yeah, I don't think
Brady.
it's going to be a blowout. I don't think
No.
so. Because Kittle's back. And Kittle was
Oh.
a big part of their offense.
Yep. They just need to work on keeping Jimmy G healthy.
No.
Raiders, Broncos. I think you took Raiders, right?
Yeah, I took Raiders.
Yeah, I took Broncos and Washington and Eagles. I say
Yeah,
Eagles.
I'm gonna take Eagles only because I want them to win.
Yeah, I think they'll spoil them. I think their fan base and their disgusting team will want to want to ruin Washington's chances as much as they don't like the
I was
Cowboys.
about to say, unless
They,
they hate
like
the
they said, they don't
Cowboys just as much.
fucking blow it. Imagine tying, just being a dick and tying.
Oh man.